Hi everyone, Tara here from Divine by Designs, and today we are going to make a fall peony and sunflower wreath. I hope you guys enjoy, and please remember to subscribe if you do so that you will get notifications of all of my new videos, and please like and share as it helps to support small businesses like me. Let's get started. Okay guys, so the first thing that we are going to start with is the center point. So I am making this wreath a half moon, meaning it's going to go all over here. So we want to make sure that we have the best side of the wreath. So grapevine wreaths are never exactly circular. So what I try to do is pick a side that's maybe a little warped for the flowers to go on, so then I can create a circle. So let's see, I think that that is good. Okay, so we're going to go and start at the center here, right? Because there's going to be a flower here, here, and here, and then over here. Okay, so behind the wreath, I have my glue pot that I always use. If you've watched my other videos, you know that I like glue pots more than glue guns, and that is what's here. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of trying to find a spot where the flower's fitting in, and just push it in like that, and there you go. Okay, all of these little strings of glue, they all come off, so don't worry about it. Now the sunflowers, you see, I cut pretty short. It's okay. I don't bend the stems to put it in. I put them in just kind of straight and directly in the wreath. I've noticed that this holds them the best. So I'm going to get this here. Okay, and you don't want it too close where it's covering the other flower, but you also don't want a gap where then you could see a ton of the grapevine. So it's kind of basically finding the perfect place. But remember, if you put something in, you know, and I always get nervous when I'm making these videos that I'm going to make a mistake and actually show you how I really make wreaths sometimes, but plenty of times I glue something in and then I rip it out. So it happens, don't worry about it. It is okay. Now these yellow peonies are a little different. There's a little bit of orange in them. And these I'm putting on the side, but towards the inside. So I want one right here. I'm trying to not get my head in the way so you could see, but kind of bordering the purple and the yellow, and then same for the bottom. So all of these flowers are from a wholesaler. Well, most of them. The peonies, these peonies that I'm using right now are from a wholesaler by me. The other two flowers are actually from a store called Darris. Michael's owned them and they closed, unfortunately, so I cannot get these exact flowers. But they're a purple sunflower, so they're pretty common, not as common as yellow, but I'm sure that you could get your hands on them. And the eucalyptus that I'm using, this is longleaf eucalyptus. This is actually at Michael's, and they actually have it in stock right now because I checked the other day. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically mirror the top and the bottom. So this eucalyptus bunch came, it was 3 stems, 3 pieces of eucalyptus on each stem. I had already taken it apart just to save time in the video, but I used about 1.5 of the eucalyptus. I did have to add some floral picks to them, and I'll show you one. just because when you cut it, sometimes it becomes too short. See, so that's the floral pick. I always add a little bit of glue just to keep it safer, and then there's a wire that goes around. So this wreath really doesn't have a lot of parts. Once you get into all of the pumpkins and things like that, that's where there's a lot of different parts to the wreath, and they're a little bit harder to make. Totally can make them though. You just have to figure out the best way to add the pumpkins in, which could be zip ties or anything like that. But this one is a pretty simple one that I think really anyone could make if you like making wreaths. Okay. I'm also going to be putting some astable in. Let me get a little bit more glue. And that's going to go in soon before I do the rest of the eucalyptus, just so I could kind of see where it's laying. Okay. But we're definitely going to be adding more. So there's two colors, a wheat color and a purple color. So I'm thinking I'm gonna put, you know what? I'm gonna add a little bit more eucalyptus first, just so I could get a better idea of where I want it to go. Okay. And like I said, when you add one piece to the top, add it to the bottom. I've made the mistake, or at least it's a mistake for me in the way my personality works, where I didn't add it all and then I got confused. So that one I could see it's in pretty good, but not perfectly, so I'm just gonna hit it with my glue gun just to make sure. And remember, these are outside, so you really wanna make sure everything's glued in, just because if it's a super windy storm, things could fall out. Okay, now I can see better where I want to put the astable. So we're going to start with the wheat one, and I'm putting them right next to each other on top of. These stems are a little thicker, so we have to keep our fingers crossed and pray, right, that it all fits. But there's always a way. Sometimes you may have to add some more glue because I've kind of put them into the wreath, taken them out, putting them in, taking them out, and then it is all gone. So let's do the bottom, right? Same thing with the astable. You want to do the top and the bottom. So this astable as well is from the wholesaler that I mentioned before, that's local in my town. It's called G&G Distributors, so you can shop there with the public. It's just a little bit more money and you need a membership. See, so that one's not fitting, so we're gonna try to put it somewhere else, just like that. Here we go. And you can bend these too. So like I want this one out a little bit more. I can bend it and then we're good. So again, the name of that company is called G&G Distributors. It is located in Saddlebrook, New Jersey. They do deliver if you do not live locally. It's tight, but we got it in. Okay. So let me just take a step back to make sure it's where I want it to be. Let me push that one over a little more. I want the green in the background. So there we go. You see how it's matching there. Now we're gonna add the burgundy purple color. It's not really fully either, but first I wanna see where I wanna put it. So, but I like it, let me get two of them. I'm thinking here and out there. So again, we're going to start with the top. That's about to drip. So I actually went in from the side of the wreath. I don't know if you caught that. This one I'm going to put in between the two colors, but sometimes, you know, you can't go directly in. Like right here, I could see it's pretty tight, so this may be a problem, but I'm going to try. Okay, there we go. Again, just ignore all the little pieces. Every glue that I buy, it advertises, doesn't string a lot. And then it strings a lot. I really am convinced that you're not going to get one that doesn't string, so just be prepared to remove all of the strings. It's not a big deal at all. Okay. And one more. And then we will be able to add the eucalyptus. So this one I'm going to go in from the side. You see it has green, but I want that in the back, so I'm just going to twist it. Okay. This leaf. One of the leaves came off, but that's not a big deal. All right, so now I'm going to see where we can add more eucalyptus. So it's straight again. We definitely need one more there. See, so now it's fuller. And we definitely need one more there. Oh, that one's a little tough to get in. Okay. And remember too, you have to move around all of the leaves. See, so moving that one, now it doesn't look there anymore. I'm going to pull that one out, move that one there. And now all that's really left is building up the sides. And we have 3 pieces left, which is perfect because that's really all that we need. Okay. One will be on top here. See, so I'm just kind of pushing it into the side. This green I want behind it as well. Okay. And now this one, we're gonna kind of, or I'm going to kind of try to angle it. So it's covering there, but it's not really pointing in an exact direction, so I am going to see, I can see a spot, but it's a pretty tight spot. Let's see here. Don't know if I'm gonna like it, and if I don't, you're gonna see me pull it out just like what I was talking about before. I want this one out a little bit more. Let me take a step back and see how it looks. now really what I'm doing is I'm just kind of playing around with the wreath. And actually, I think I'm going to take out this one. I think I want to angle this one a little bit more like that. But it's getting really tight in this spot, so it's hard to find an exact place to fit it. I think I can right here. Okay, so I'm just moving it around. This flower, I just want facing a little bit more that way. Just trying to separate some of the greenery a little bit because that just gives it more dimension. The more fluffed out everything is, the more dimension it has. Okay, so now I think we are good. And there you have it, guys, your new fall wreath featuring eucalyptus, astable, sunflowers, and peonies. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please remember to subscribe, like, and share, and I hope to see all of you again soon. Bye.